season begins to wrap up and you guys start the practices this week. I just wanted to ask about the foreign tour going off to France. I mean, as a transfer coming into the program from Florida State, how do you think that benefited the team, especially as it looks to contend for a national championship this season?
I think it benefited us well. It's a new team, so any chance you get to play like real live action with each other, it really helps out. You get to learn your teammates, their tendencies, coaches, and everything. So it just makes you more familiar with the program. So I thought it was really good.
Just to follow Matt, had you ever been outside of the country to any other foreign destinations before, or was this your first time when you were able to get together with your teammates?
Last year we went to Canada, Florida State, but I didn't play because I had a broken foot. So this was my first time competing in a foreign tour.
Michelle Kaufman from the Miami Herald.
Hi, Matt. Welcome to Miami. I'm so old that I covered this program when Leonard Hamilton was the coach here. So, I've seen the whole everything on this program. Can you just talk about why you chose to transfer here, how it's different? You know, you broke Miami Hurricanes' hearts with that shot last year, at the buzzer. And what made you decide to come here, and how has the transition been? How are you finding it? Different from what you're used to? What adjustments have you had to make? Thank you.
What made me decide to come here was just the comfortability that I have with the coaching staff and the success that team they had with transfers and the winning they have with transfers like Norge, Chad, Nigel, and even way before then, like my freshman year with Charlie and Cam and Jordan. So that was really the main reason, and the winning that this program has had over the past couple of years also. Some of the differences, it was just a whole new team, new system. It's completely different from Florida State. So just learning teammates, coaches, the facilities. That's just it.
Thank you.
We'll go to Zuby Charles from Canes.
What's going on, Matthew? Just wanted to ask you, obviously last year you matched up against, Nigel Pack and North Chatham-Leary, and you've had the opportunity to now play with them. Just how is it playing alongside those guys? And for you, just what are some personal goals for you this season?
Playing alongside them it makes the game easier. Obviously, playing against them last year was tough and hard, but playing alongside them, it makes the game easier. They're two really, really talented players, so it makes the game really easy. So personal goals of mine, my main one is winning. My 2 years of college so far, my freshman year was shaky, and then last year was really bad. So my personal goal is just to win, do whatever I can to win.
Adam Lichtenstein from the Sun Sentinel.
Hey, Matthew. First, just you're transferring here from Florida State. Obviously, the two teams are big rivals. Is that kind of strange in any way, going from one rival team to another team?
I would say it's strange, but at the end of the day, it's a business decision for me. I felt like this was the best place to go, and I had complete love for Florida State. They did nothing but the best for me my 2 years there, but I just feel it was strange just because it was more like a business decision than anything else.
Gotcha. And then another question I had was just so Miami opened up its new training center last month. Just what are your thoughts on that? What do you like about that facility?
To me, that's one of the nicest facilities I've seen, in college sports in general. It's been really helpful for me. Just the nutrition center, weight room, training room. I think it's the best in the country.
Marcus Benjamin from Kings County.
Hi, Matthew. I wanted to ask you about the visit that you had to Miami. Was there anything in particular on that visit that just kind of convinced you that the Hurricanes was going to be your new home?
It was hard because my visit was like 12 hours long, so I didn't really get to. Not much happened in the time period. But I would just say the comfortability that my dad had with the staff, and just we left the visit thinking like this was the right place to go. So I would say that was the main takeaway from the visit, was just the reflection that me and my dad had on the visit.
David Lang from WP.
Hey, I was just curious what your experience was like last year watching the University of Miami as they made their Final Four run, as you maybe were considering moving there. What was your experience of watching last season?
So at the time, during the run, I wasn't in the transfer portal yet, so I hated it. I was completely against it at the time.
Go back to Wyatt.
Yeah, Matt, as you now get the chance to get to know Coach L, and not only on a personal level, but his coaching philosophy, a former two-time ACC Coach of the Year. I mean, what energizes you the most about his approach to coaching, with it being all about that attitude, commitment in class, mantra or philosophy in the program each year?
It's just very genuine. I see how he builds winning programs everywhere he's been. It's all about the players and what you can do to get better. So it's like real genuine coaching.
Back to Michelle.
Matt, I'm just curious if you had to describe what do you think you bring the team on the court. We've seen you play with FSU, but in the system that you have now, with the teammates you have now, what role do you see yourself playing? What are some of the strengths and things that fans can expect to see from you on this team?
Just bring a lot of energy. I like to call myself a dog on the court. I'm gonna get after every possession, defensively, offensively. So I just like to call myself like do it all guy. So that's what I'm bringing here, is someone that can do it all.
Any more questions from Matthew? All right, last question from Wyatt.
Matt, just going back to Coach L, I mean, is there anything in particular that he's told you in these off-season workouts and the preseason practices that you felt has motivated you the most in order to not only be a leader on the team, but just to fit in with the team approach that really got its way toward the Final Four last season?
I would just say he tells me to just continue playing my game. Just that I fit in here really well and just continue to play my game, and that he's very impressed with how I'm doing so far. So I would say that's the main thing, that just I'm able to fit in with the team so well.
All right, Matthew, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you all.